better products, better pizza, Papa John. All right, so I'm not even gonna waste y'all time with an intro because as soon as I posted the photos to my strictly concealer, not gonna say strictly because y'all was eating me up in my last video when I did a concealer only makeup tutorial. Y'all thought I was only using LA Girl Pro concealer, and I was like, that's not what I said. I just said it was a concealer based makeup tutorial. So let me do this disclaimer right now. No, this is not strictly like, oh, everything is concealer. So like my base routine is going to be concealer. The only thing that won't be concealer is obviously my brows, because I use a brow pencil, and my blush, because I don't think I've ever seen like a blush concealer or like red concealers or stuff like that, even though I'm sure I can make it work with like an orange and white or whatever, but that's neither here nor there. So let's just say that right now. And then everything that I'll be setting my products with, obviously I have to set them, otherwise they're gonna move or it's not gonna look right. So let me just set a quick disclaimer for you guys. Like I said, you guys were like, sis, stop gatekeeping, give us the tutorial right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into this video with you guys. So I just wiped off my face, making sure it's nice and clean. So then I already moisturized my lips with some Mario Badescu. You know what I'm talking about. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face now with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. It's right here. I love this stuff. Honestly, I was only using the NYX Angel Veil for so long that I was reluctant to try anything because I had my like combo. I had the Dermablend Pro Power Grip, basically the e.l.f. Power Grip, but more expensive. And if my hair looks crazy, go talk to somebody else about it because I don't really care. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to laminate my brows down while this Power Grip Primer sets into my skin so it's nice and tacky. I've been loving like the feathered brow looks. I know we went through that era of like the Insta Baddie brows where they were like super drawn on and sculpted, which I honestly haven't seen those make a comeback. Ooh. But your girl feels like she's over that. So fluffy brows it is for me. I just like the way it looks. It just, something about it just looks really good to me. So after we put this down, now I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced, and I don't even know if these are still like a thing anymore, but they're the Too Faced Peach Concealers. They come in like these little jars. I went to like the cosmetics company store and they were on there for sale for like $5. So this is what I'm going to be using, and I'm also gonna be using this heart shape tape and the e.l.f. This one is the Hydrating Camo Concealer. I know it's weird. I told y'all guys I don't really like to use hydrating stuff, especially because I have oily skin, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I'm gonna do, because I want a bright under eye, well, honestly, I'm just gonna give you guys the exact thing that I did. Originally, I had just filmed a short on it. So if you are on my YouTube channel right now, you're probably already seeing this short. I had originally just filmed a YouTube short of it, and I was gonna give you guys that, but you know me, I feel like if I'm gonna give you something, I'm gonna give you the full in-depth tutorial, not just some quick repeating, throw it together because y'all said y'all wanted it. No, I'm gonna give you the full. So the first thing that I used, like I said, was the Hydrating Concealer. This one was in the shade medium warm, so if you're my skin shade or my skin tone, these products will be best for you. So like I said, I used this one first for the inner corners, and I used the Tarte Shape Tape. This one is in Tan Deep Sand. And the blush, honestly, whatever blush you wanna use in this part, is up to you. Like I told you guys, like I said, the majority of this stuff is going to be concealer based, just not the blush and just not my brows. So yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and put the blush on now. I like to place my blush here. Ever since I saw that trend that was going on with the whole blush under eye, it kind of stuck, and my husband said he loved it, and I just like the drama it brings to like a makeup look. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sitting here talking to y'all and I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. Let me put the stuff on my forehead so y'all know how the drill goes. Forehead, upper lip, y'all could be way neater than me obviously, but I already did this look today, literally today, so I'm doing it again for y'all because y'all were like, sis, drop it now, we need it. So after we do that, you know, we're gonna drown ourselves with some setting spray. I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I need to get one of them handheld fans. I know you guys hear me say that all the time, but it's the truth. So I'm gonna let that get tacky a little bit before I actually blend it in, because I'm gonna blend it in with a beauty blender. So I'm gonna start from my forehead And if you have a round face shape like me, then exactly where I placed all my stuff will be perfect for you too as well. Then I'm gonna do my lip next. Honestly, when I first did this look last year, I used the LA Girl Pro Concealer majority of that stuff, and you know, I had to mix my shades, and you know, it came out nice, but you know, my setup was different. It was a little dark, a little gray, you know, I was pregnant still, and it was just a different time for me. So I felt like, you know, why not revamp a video that's not that old and that's still really good, because you guys really love that video. When I tell you guys that video got ate up, it got ate up. So I'm gonna redo it for you guys because, you know, better products, better pizza, Papa John's, you know. It's just, you know, it's a different me, different time, and it's a different setup. And I feel like if I'm gonna give you something, I'm gonna give you the best version of it too. I don't care if I have to go in and redo every single video just to give you guys the best version of it. So that's what I'm doing right now. Now we're gonna blend it in. Honestly, when I start blending in this concealer, because it has like that ombre effect to it, I like to keep the brightest shade focused on the inner corner of my eye, and I do like to take it out a little bit, but not too much. Let me lift my head up because I would probably put my head down, and then I get mad at my clients when I do that. But you're gonna start in with that concealer that is your exact shade, and then work your way into the brighter ones just to tone it down a bit, because we don't want it too bright. Well, unless you do, then that's up to you. But like I said, we're gonna start in with the one that's your exact shade, then work your way into the inner corners of your eye. And blending is key. I don't know how long y'all been doing makeup now, but if you've been doing your makeup for a while, or you just started, I'm gonna let you know right now, you're gonna hear this thing all the time, that blending is key. Blending so you can't blend no more. Then I'm gonna go into that blush now, and I'm gonna take that blush inward, because like I said, I really like the way it looks under my eye too, but we're gonna make sure it's nice and blended out, and keep it on the side where the concealer was, because it's also gonna tone it down so it's not too much. You're gonna take it in, and you're gonna take it like right on the high parts of your cheekbone, because we want everything to look lifted. We don't want to put anything below our cheekbones anymore, because it just makes you look older than what you are. So we're not gonna do that. And like I said, slightly blend it in. Like, you see how it's like a gradual effect right there? That's what we want. You don't want it to look like it just stops in the middle. Like, you wanna keep it nice and blend it, because in a second we're gonna take the bottom of this beauty blender and we're going to really like blend it in right now actually. So first, go into the inner corners of your eyes, because we don't want that line right there, and we're going to blend like so. And then you're gonna take the back of that beauty blender and really press it in under your eye. Same thing on this side, because we really want it to be blended in. We can go on anywhere else just to make sure it's really pressed in. Because now the next thing we're gonna do is going over to your translucent powder. So I'm using the Laura Mercier. This one is in translucent. So I'm gonna take that setting powder on my little triangle puff. I fell in love with these things. I don't know why I wasn't using them before. It's the reason why I put them in there. But now I'm gonna smooth it on my hand for once so it's even, and we're just gonna press it in. And yes, we're gonna go over that blush too, because like I said, we're setting everything. It's concealer, so you have to set it. If I could find that setting powder, I will show you guys exactly what I mixed it with, because I mixed a high and a low, because it was Kiss New York Professionals. I think it was like their HD setting powder, but it was like in the shade Earth, and it was really dark. Like, it would be better for like more of my darker skin ladies. It would be more flattering to you than it would be to me. I'd probably look delusional or look crazy. So yeah, but I mixed it in with that and my translucent honey, just so you know it looks like this, because I don't like white casted setting powder. I don't like that. And now we're gonna take our top lip, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm a girly that when I get hot, my top lip starts to perspirate. I think that's the word. Not precipitate, right? Whatever. But yeah, I'm that girl. And we're gonna go back in to our chin, down here, and really press it in. Forehead, because that's also where we have put it. I'm moving fast for y'all too, so I can really get in with this. But if I'm moving too fast, I mean, it's gonna be too late because the video gonna be up, but whatever. So the next thing we're going to do is go into the next concealer now. So I'm gonna go in with, like I said, this was the Too Faced Peach Concealer. This one's in the shade Brown Sugar, and I'm gonna use that one as my contour, not really contour, like my bronzer shade. And we're gonna put that, like you see how like my cheekbone is right here? I'm not gonna put it down in there because I don't wanna look older. We're gonna put that on top of it and slightly above it, just so you look lifted. You wanna look younger, not older. Now, unless you're one of them girls that wanna look older because you're trying to get into the club and you're trying to be grown, you're trying to be fast, then that's on you, but we're not doing that. We're gonna put that on our cheeks, jawline, nose. I'm not really trying to pinch my nose. I'm just going along the sides with this concealer, and bottom of my nose, because I don't want it to look lost down there, and tie it up like that. And then right here, one more time, right here, last time, right here. So now that we got that on, I'm gonna go into my angled brush. So I really like using concealers with this because honestly, after I finished, I was like, well, obviously because I did this the first time, but after I finished, I was like, it's just so lightweight. It's definitely perfect for the summertime and it's even better for the fall. Honestly, just because you're at that tail end of the month right now where it's still hot, but it's starting to cool down. And I just feel like, you know, we don't want to still go outside and enjoy the last few days of summer and be burning up and be cakey, and that's just not it. So I definitely feel like using concealers is definitely more lightweight and more summertime and heat friendly. And it's definitely just good for the fall, because like I said, fall time still kind of warms, but you got that crisp air, so you don't have to worry about sweating too much, but it's definitely perfect for those seasons, in my opinion. But now that I say that, I'm also thinking like it might just be a good routine all around, honestly. So right in here, honestly, another thing about this concealer that I'm using, specifically the Too Faced one, it smells so good. It smells like, it just smells like hand soap, like really, really good hand soap. It smells really, 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 really good. Call me weird if you want to, I don't really care. Like I said, it smells good. Now we're going to blend out this by our nose. I'm not being too neat about it because I'm gonna go back in over everything with some setting spray. I don't know about y'all, but I set my face at least like 3 to 4 times before I actually finish my makeup. So yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna go ahead and blend all this in and then take this setting spray. Let that set first. But yes, we're going back over everything, really pressing that setting powder, really pressing this concealer in, blending this out. My son thinks life is a game right now. I'm tired, I just had to run up the stairs. Good Lord. So I'm gonna take my blush now, and I'm gonna take Tao, this is Julia's Place, and Lena, probably, I don't know, maybe. And right where I put that blush, like right where you can see it, right on the top, slightly under my eye too, on both sides. Then I'm gonna take Lena. This one's more of a cool tone pink, so be careful. Put that right on top, and do the same thing on this side. It just gives to me. So now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with Cappuccino, because I said that one's more of my skin tone. See what I mean? It looks really good. So I'm just gonna place this on here like so. Honestly, to me, this concealer is a way better match than my actual foundation is by, it's funny, by Too Faced, because I use the Born This Way in the shade Warm Sand. And I got shade matched and all, but I just feel like Cappuccino is way better. I don't know, maybe I should like go back into the store and see if they have Cappuccino in their shade. We'll see. So I'm gonna take a foundation brush for this part, and I'm just gonna blend it in and really press it. I just love the way it smells. It smells so daggone good. And like I said, I don't know if they have these still in stock. Too Faced, that is. I don't really see it on their site when I go to look for it, so it could be gone. It could be like a really older product in the store that I went to. Just so happened to have some remaining, so don't bite my head off. So the next thing I'm gonna do now is I'm actually going to use my my bronzer. That's what I'm gonna use. I was gonna use my mattifying powder, my pressed powder, but I'm gonna wait for that. So I'm gonna take my angle brush again, go into my Hoola bronzer. One little dip is enough. And just start bronzing my face. I said one dip and I still went in for another one. It's okay. Jawline and my nose. Yeah. I like the way she looks. Now, if you want more of like a chiseled contour, then just go in with some more bronzer or actually go in with a contour palette. But I like looking soft, so that's what we're gonna keep it. Y'all, disregard my hair. She's doing her own thing right now. But now I'm gonna go into the mattifying powder by Kiss. This one is Shine Control. This one's Translucent Tan. I'm gonna take my powder puff again. We're gonna rub it in there. Rub it on the back of our hand just to get the excess off. And press it in again. I know we put our blush on, but just give me 1 second because I'm gonna show y'all how to marry that in. It's not just gonna sit like this. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna take whatever's on the back of my hand too and set the concealer that was underneath that bronzer down here this way. And up here. So I'll probably speed through this just because my brows is what normally takes me the longest, but typically when I have my brows done, not brows done, when I have them nice and trimmed up and gelled up like this, it's easier to go through, but I'm gonna go ahead and speed through it just for the sake of this video. So now I'm gonna go in with that smaller brush again, and I'm actually gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm just gonna carve out my brows. Yeah. So now I'm gonna take, this is an actual like precision flat HD like concealer brush. And honestly, we're just going to blend this concealer in so it doesn't like, it's just sitting under our brows. Believe it or not, we're almost done, y'all. We're almost done. So it's another concealer, but this one's in the shade Molasses. I'm gonna take my eyeshadow brush and go in right here with that. And like I said, we're using this as eyeshadow, so yeah, just make it like that. If you want to go this dark, you can. Now that I think about it, I might have actually used my other one, but that's okay. They're both really pretty anyway. It's still a cute look. I feel like this one, the first look I did was really for daytime. This one came out more nighttime. So if you're wanting to do more of like a daytime glam, then definitely use like a brown that's more of a, like the one I used. Like I said, the other one that I used was chocolate cream, so you can use that one, but it don't matter. It's still cute. So now I'm gonna go into my Hoola bronzer and just set it. Because like I said, we're using concealer, so you still have to set it. You can even set it with a bronzer that's more of this color, but because, like I said, I used the chocolate cream one earlier and I used my bronzer over it, I'm just gonna do it again and tone that brown down just a tad. It's giving sultry, sexy. So I had used a tiny precision brush that now I have to look for. Even though I had all this stuff in front of me for a reason, what's in my face. So I'm gonna take this small, tiny brush and line my lips. Yeah, I like this one. Cause the other one that I originally used, I had to keep mixing shades because they were still coming out yellow and I didn't want that yellowy effect. So I'm glad I used this one this time. I'm actually gonna take some more of this. It's back at the darker liner now. Liner, concealer. And I'm just cleaning it up. You can't tell me that's not the perfect nude lip. It's super sexy, super cute, super cute. So I'm gonna add my gloss on now. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my lashes off camera because that doesn't really matter. It's just lashes. Y'all know how that goes. Okay, and we're back. How y'all like the look? Super cute, right? I ain't gonna lie, when I was putting on my bottom line mascara, like she laid it on a little too thick. But honestly, I like the way it came out still because I just like the whole like unfinished like bottom part because it gives like Bratz doll, it gives like Barbie doll. It just looks super cute, super cute. But this is the final look, guys. Please let me know down in the comments below if you love this look. Let me know if you're going to be recreating this look because I would love to see it. I'm also going to drop everything in the description box down below just in case you want to purchase the same things. And thank you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for making me do this video again. Thank you. I love you guys so much, especially you guys who always reach out to me and support me and, you know, let me know what you want to see from me. It really means the world to me. I really adore you guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe if you're here. Don't forget to like because we need the likes. Let me know you like it. And then of course, comment down below. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for tuning in with your girl Imani, and I will see you guys in the next video.